My beloved child, stop scrolling. This is not an accident. Heaven bent its own rule to deliver this moment to you. Archangel Michael is trembling. His tears have fallen at the edge of heaven because he cannot bear to watch you walk blind into what's ahead. This is not fear. This is rescue. For nights, the angels have circled your name. They've whispered warnings into your dreams. You felt it, the sudden chills, the unexplainable pause in your chest, the signs repeating. That wasn't your imagination. That was heaven knocking. A decree was spoken over your life long before you were born. But someone on earth tried to rewrite it. Someone tried to place your name where it never belonged. Heaven saw. Michael saw. And he refused to stand silent. He stepped forward against the very protocol of angels to cry out for you one last time. You are not reading this by chance. You've been marked for something rare, something dangerous to darkness. That's why jealousy surrounds you. That's why the chaos increased when you decided to rise. The higher your calling, the louder the attack. But you are still protected, if you will listen now. Pause. Breathe. Let this settle in your heart. The angels are not here to scare you. They're here to prepare you. Someone close to you hides envy behind a smile. Someone plans to pull you off course quietly. Your spirit already knows this. That uneasy feeling you keep dismissing? That's not paranoia, it's discernment. Michael is begging you. Watch the reactions. Notice who claps when you win. Notice who grows silent when you shine. These are not coincidences. They are signals. Heaven has sent a courier, a person, a word, a moment, carrying something you've prayed for in secret. It's closer than you think. But you must clear space. Release what drains you. Close the door to what confuses you. If you do, the blessing will arrive like lightning. If you don't, it may delay. Right now, angels stand at your doorway, waiting for your yes. Say it. Whisper it. God, I'm ready. I receive this message. When you do, watch what happens. Paths will open. Truth will reveal. The thing that tried to bury you will break off your life forever. You are not ordinary. You are not forgotten. You are the one heaven is fighting for in this hour. This is not just a post. This is a rescue. Michael's tears are proof that heaven is already in motion. Will you listen? Or will this be the message you scroll past? Your answer writes the next chapter. Heaven is waiting. Stop right here. This is not a coincidence. Heaven had rules, but today those rules were broken for you. Archangel Michael defied order itself because your destiny is in danger. That fear you felt last night. That dream you couldn't explain. That sudden chill at the same time every evening. It wasn't random. It was Michael pleading with your soul. Heaven has seen what was spoken against your name. They've seen the jealousy, the hidden conversations, the betrayal in disguise. And God said, go one last time. Cry out to them before it's too late. Listen. The people smiling at you aren't all smiling in truth. The silence you felt around your victory wasn't an accident. These are warnings. But heaven also says, if you hear this now, the blessing that has been chasing you will finally land. Doors will open. Paths will clear. But you must stop giving your energy to what drains your spirit. This is not fear. This is prophecy. Your angels are on guard. Michael is crying, because time is running short. Say it with your heart right now. God, I receive this message. And watch how heaven moves for you. Child of light, hear me. The angels were not meant to break rank. They were not meant to step outside heaven's order. But this time, for you, the rules were shattered. Michael himself, the warrior of heaven, bowed before the throne with tears in his eyes. He cried, Father, if I do not reach this one now, they may miss what is coming. Give me permission to go one last time. And God said, Go. That is why you are here. That is why your eyes were guided to these words. This is not a chain message. This is not an accident. This is heaven breaking through the noise to reach you directly. You felt it. The sudden unease. The dreams that linger when you wake. The strange silence from people who once celebrated you. Your soul is not confused. It is alert. The angels have been whispering, but you've been too heavy with burdens not meant for you. They begged for one more chance. This is it. There is someone near you who hides envy behind kindness. Someone who speaks your name in places you cannot hear. The angels have seen this. They are not warning you to make you afraid, they are warning you so you will not walk blind. Michael has been fighting for you in realms you cannot see. He has blocked decisions made against you. He has stood between you and what tried to crush your spirit. He has broken open paths when doors slammed shut. But even Michael cannot override your choice. He cannot drag you into destiny if you choose distraction. That is why he cries. Not because he is weak, but because his strength is useless without your yes. What heaven has planned. There is a courier on the way, a person, a word, a moment, carrying something you prayed for in silence. It may look ordinary, but behind it is heaven's signature. You've asked, why do I feel like something is coming? This is why. Because it is coming. It will not come with confusion. It will not demand that you shrink. It will not burden you with guilt. It will arrive with clarity, peace, and alignment. That's how you will know it is from God. The test before the breakthrough. But listen carefully, before the courier arrives, distractions will try again. A person from your past may reappear, not because they've changed, but because they regret what they lost. A false opportunity may look good, but it will drain you. Someone will test your boundaries to see if you are still vulnerable. Do not fall back. The angels are pleading with you to recognize the difference between temptation and timing. The promise. You are not ordinary. You were never forgotten. The delay was not denial, it was preparation. The angels have fought for you when you could not fight for yourself. They stood over you when you were too weak to pray. They kept you from accidents you never even knew almost happened. You call it coincidence, but it was divine protection. And now heaven declares, this is your season of unveiling. What was hidden will be revealed. What was lost will be restored. What was broken will be made whole. The decision. But the shift depends on your response. Heaven will not force you. The angels cannot drag you. You must choose. Will you keep entertaining what drains you? Or will you surrender and allow the blessing to come closer? This is why Michael weeps. Because heaven knows time is short. Say it now. Close your eyes. Whisper this. God, I hear you. I receive this message. I am ready. When you do, the atmosphere will change. Paths will rearrange. The angels will move faster. And Michael will return smiling, saying, Father, they heard us at last. A person from your past may reappear, not because they've changed, but because they regret what they lost. A false opportunity may look good, but it will drain you. Someone will test your boundaries to see if you are still vulnerable. Do not fall back. The angels are pleading with you to recognize the difference between temptation and timing. The promise. You are not ordinary. You were never forgotten. The delay was not denial, it was preparation. The angels have fought for you when you could not fight for yourself. They stood over you when you were too weak to pray. They kept you from accidents you never even knew almost happened. You call it coincidence, but it was divine protection. And now heaven declares, this is your season of unveiling. What was hidden will be revealed. What was lost will be restored. What was broken will be made whole. The decision. But the shift depends on your response. Heaven will not force you. The angels cannot drag you. You must choose. Will you keep entertaining what drains you? Or will you surrender and allow the blessing to come closer? This is why Michael weeps. Because heaven knows time is short. Say it now. Close your eyes. Whisper this. God, I hear you. I receive this message. I am ready. When you do, the atmosphere will change. Paths will rearrange. The angels will move faster. And Michael will return smiling, saying, Father, they heard us at last. Child, this is not the end. This is the turning point. What happens after today will move quickly. Stay awake. Stay alert. Heaven is not late. And your story is not over. It has just begun. Child, listen closely, because heaven has bent the order of eternity just for this moment with you. Archangel Michael was not meant to step forward again, not meant to break the silence, but he could not contain his tears. He stood before the throne and pleaded for one more chance, one more message, one more whisper to reach your heart before the season shifts. And God allowed it, not because heaven is weak, but because you are loved beyond measure, and heaven refuses to watch you miss what has been prepared for you. You have wondered why the nights feel heavier, why certain faces no longer bring peace, why your spirit grows restless when nothing seems wrong. That is not confusion, that is recognition. Your soul already knows what your eyes have not yet seen. There are conversations behind closed doors, plans drawn in silence, intentions hidden behind smiles. Heaven has seen it all. Michael has guarded your name like fire, shielding you from arrows that never touched your skin, deflecting words meant to wound your spirit, protecting you when you thought you were simply lucky. It was not luck. It was divine intervention. But now the time has come when your cooperation is needed. The angels cannot force your heart open. They cannot drag you into destiny while you cling to distractions. That is why they weep. Not because they lack strength, but because their strength cannot override your choice. You must awaken. You must release what drains you. You must stop mistaking confusion for love and silence for peace. The storm around you is not random. It is resistance to the blessing that is almost at your doorstep. Something is on the way. A courier is closer than you think. The words they bring, the gesture they carry, the presence they hold will change everything for you. It may look small, it may feel ordinary, but your spirit will recognize it before your mind understands. Your heart will race, your hands may tremble, your eyes may well with tears, and that will be the confirmation you asked for. Do not dismiss it. Do not scroll past it. Do not tell yourself, maybe later. Heaven is never late, but the window of response is not endless. You have cried quietly when no one knew. You have carried battles that nearly broke you. You have stood strong for others while your own soul was weary. Every tear you thought went unseen was caught by angels. Every prayer you thought was ignored was stored in heaven's chambers, waiting for the appointed time. And that time is now. The delays, the losses, the betrayals, they were not to destroy you. They were to refine you, to strip away what could not walk with you into this next chapter. Heaven will not allow certain weights to follow you into a destiny that demands freedom. You have felt invisible, overlooked, forgotten, but you were being hidden on purpose. You were not behind. You were reserved. Reserved for a moment when the alignment would be undeniable, when the blessing could not be mistaken, when even your enemies would have to admit that God was with you. That is the season you are walking into. That is the reason Michael is still standing guard, crying, fighting, interceding, making sure nothing snatches this away from you at the final moment. Do not fear what is leaving your life. Do not cling to what no longer feeds your spirit. What feels like loss is often heaven's hand of protection. The angels are shifting your circle. They are removing what cannot carry the light you hold. They are opening doors that were shut for years. They are making room for what is already on its way. But you must say yes. Not a hesitant yes, not a half-hearted yes, but a full surrender. That is all heaven has been waiting for. Not your perfection, just your willingness. Child, the next hours, the next days will carry signs. Pay attention. A silence that speaks louder than words. A dream that feels more real than waking. A phone call that arrives at the exact moment your spirit is restless. These will not be accidents. These will be confirmations. Listen. Do not dismiss. Do not doubt. Heaven is not playing with you. The spiritual world is not casual. It is crying out because the shift is here, and your destiny is on the line. You have always been more than you believed. Your presence is not ordinary. Your spirit carries a weight that unsettles darkness. Even on your darkest days, you shine with a peace others try to imitate but cannot duplicate. That is why the battles have been so fierce. That is why resistance rose whenever you moved closer to truth. Darkness only fights what it fears. And it fears you, because you are chosen. Michael's tears are not weakness. They are proof that heaven has invested in you. Proof that your name carries weight in realms unseen. Proof that the fight for your destiny is not over and will not be lost, if you decide to listen now. Heaven is watching your response. Do not ignore this moment. Do not brush it aside. Say it now, even if only in a whisper, God, I receive this message. I am ready. And when you do, the angels will move faster. Doors will unlock. Truth will rise. What was hidden will be revealed, not to hurt you, but to free you. And one day you will look back and say, everything shifted the day I listened. Child, heaven is not late. Heaven is not early. Heaven is right on time. And that time is now. You have always been more than you believed. Your presence is not ordinary. Your spirit carries a weight that unsettles darkness. Even on your darkest days, you shine with a peace others try to imitate but cannot duplicate. That is why the battles have been so fierce. That is why resistance rose whenever you moved closer to truth. Darkness only fights what it fears. And it fears you, because you are chosen. Michael's tears are not weakness. They are proof that heaven has invested in you. Proof that your name carries weight in realms unseen. Proof that the fight for your destiny is not over and will not be lost, if you decide to listen now. Heaven is watching your response. Do not ignore this moment. Do not brush it aside. Say it now, even if only in a whisper, God, I receive this message. I am ready. And when you do, the angels will move faster. Doors will unlock. Truth will rise. What was hidden will be revealed, not to hurt you, but to free you. And one day you will look back and say, everything shifted the day I listened. Child, heaven is not late. Heaven is not early. Heaven is right on time. And that time is now. Child, you must understand, none of this is ordinary. The very reason you are reading these words right now is because heaven could not wait any longer. There are secrets written over your life that even you have not yet discovered. There are doors already turning on their hinges, keys already placed in motion, and angels already positioned around you, holding back what was designed to crush you. You think you survived by chance, but every close call, every sudden turn, every moment you should have broken but didn't, was because invisible hands stood between you and destruction. Michael has carried your name on his lips through battles you'll never see. When you felt weak, he was strong. When you thought no one was praying for you, he was kneeling before the throne. When people spoke curses behind your back, he spoke blessings over your future. When you believed you were alone, he surrounded you with fire, covering you like a shield. This is why you are still standing. This is why you have not collapsed under the weight of all that tried to bury you. But heaven is not content with just keeping you alive. You were not created to simply survive. You were destined to rise, to shine, to step into something larger than you can imagine. That is why the shaking has been so strong lately. That is why you've lost things you thought you needed. That is why people you trusted have revealed their true colors. None of it was to break you, all of it was to prepare you. The higher the calling, the heavier the pruning. God has been cutting away what cannot climb with you, because the next mountain requires lightness, not baggage. You've been wondering why certain people no longer fit in your spirit, why certain conversations feel shallow, why your soul aches when you stay where you know you don't belong. That is heaven moving you. Your spirit is outgrowing places that once felt comfortable. That restless pull is not punishment, it is alignment. You are being shifted into a space where your purpose can finally breathe. There is something on its way to you, something heaven has preserved through years of delay and resistance. It is closer than you think. The courier has already left. The answer is already moving. You will not need to force it. You will not need to beg for it. It will arrive like breath, like water, like light through a window at dawn. Your spirit will recognize it instantly. You will know it is yours, not because it demands proof, but because it will carry peace. God's blessings never come chained to confusion. They never arrive wrapped in guilt. They do not drain you. They lift you. And when this arrives, it will not ask you to shrink, it will require you to rise. But do not forget, where light approaches, shadows stir. Someone near you is unsettled by your glow. They have smiled, but they have spoken carelessly. They have pretended to support, but their silence when you succeed reveals more than their words ever could. Do not let this confuse you. Do not let it poison your spirit. The angels have already seen it, and they are not afraid. They are shielding you even now, turning arrows into dust before they touch your skin. Your task is not to fight them in the flesh, but to stay awake in the spirit. Do not ignore the unease. Do not dismiss the red flags. Heaven does not send warnings to frighten you, but to free you. There will be signs in the coming days. A name repeating. A dream that feels like it is more than a dream. A silence that grows louder than sound. Do not overlook them. This is how heaven speaks when the hour is urgent. Your instincts are not random. That quickening in your chest, that heaviness in your spirit, that thought that comes from nowhere, pay attention. It is not fear. It is discernment. God gave you a compass within, and the angels are trying to guide it north. Child, I know you have felt forgotten. I know you have cried alone and wondered if your prayers bounced off the ceiling. But not one word was lost. Not one tear went unseen. You were hidden, not abandoned. You were reserved, not rejected. Heaven was writing a story so precise that even your delays are part of the design. Every closed door was not denial, it was protection. Every heartbreak was not failure, it was preparation. Every waiting season was building strength in you that will be required for where you are going. And where you are going, not everyone can follow. Some people cannot breathe at the altitude God is taking you to. Some habits cannot exist in the atmosphere of your next season. You already know which ones. Heaven has whispered it more than once. And now the angels are crying because the time for ignoring has ended. The shift is already here. If you carry the old into the new, you will slow the blessing. But if you release it now, you will see doors open that no man can shut. Say yes with your whole heart. Not tomorrow. Not later. Now. Whisper it, breathe it, let your spirit speak it. God, I hear you. I receive this message. I am ready. And as you do, watch how the atmosphere bends. Watch how clarity comes. Watch how strength you thought was gone rises again. The angels will move faster. Michael will return smiling, saying, Father, they finally heard us. And you will step into a chapter so full of light, you'll wonder how you ever doubted the timing of heaven. You are loved beyond words. You are protected beyond comprehension. You are chosen beyond measure. This is not an accident. This is divine alignment. Heaven is watching your response, and your yes will unlock what has been waiting for you all along. And where you are going, not everyone can follow. Some people cannot breathe at the altitude God is taking you to. Some habits cannot exist in the atmosphere of your next season. You already know which ones. Heaven has whispered it more than once. And now the angels are crying because the time for ignoring has ended. The shift is already here. If you carry the old into the new, you will slow the blessing. But if you release it now, you will see doors open that no man can shut. Say yes with your whole heart. Not tomorrow. Not later. Now. Whisper it, breathe it, let your spirit speak it. God, I hear you. I receive this message. I am ready. And as you do, watch how the atmosphere bends. Watch how clarity comes. Watch how strength you thought was gone rises again. The angels will move faster. Michael will return smiling, saying, Father, they finally heard us. And you will step into a chapter so full of light, you'll wonder how you ever doubted the timing of heaven. You are loved beyond words. You are protected beyond comprehension. You are chosen beyond measure. This is not an accident. This is divine alignment. Heaven is watching your response, and your yes will unlock what has been waiting for you all along. Child, the heavens are still speaking. Do not think the message is over because your eyes have reached the bottom of these words. Heaven is not finished with you, not now, not when the moment is this heavy. Michael is still standing guard, his sword drawn, his eyes burning with fire, his tears falling because he sees both the beauty prepared for you and the danger circling close. He knows the blessing is within reach, but he also sees the traps laid in silence, the whispers spoken in corners, the faces that smile but hide another story. That is why he pleaded with the Father to break order and send this one last call, because without your awareness, you may walk into what was meant to delay you, and heaven cannot allow that. You have been feeling it already. The shift in the air when you enter a room. The pause in someone's voice when you share your good news. The strange energy in your body when you lay down at night and feel as if someone is watching over you. These are not coincidences. These are not accidents. Your spirit is awake, and the angels are near. They have been circling your bed, guarding your steps, standing at your door, not because you are weak but because your destiny is loud. Your presence shakes the unseen. Your very existence makes darkness nervous, because you carry light without even trying. But you have doubted yourself. You have asked, why me? Why does it always feel harder for me than for others? And heaven answers, because you were never meant to be ordinary. Ordinary lives do not stir such resistance. Ordinary souls do not need archangels to guard them. You are marked, chosen, anointed for something greater than you can yet see. And because of that, the war around you has always been fierce. But hear this now, heaven never assigned a battle without assigning victory. You were not created to be defeated, you were created to overcome. That is why you are still standing, even after everything that should have broken you. The tears you cried in silence were heard. The nights you thought you were alone were filled with angels at your side. The moments you almost gave up, when you almost answered that call, almost said yes to what would have trapped you, were the very moments Michael fought for you with every ounce of his being. That is why you are still here. That is why you are reading this now. Heaven has not given up on you, and it never will. But child, this is the threshold. This is the turning. If you keep walking with blind trust in those who drain you, if you keep entertaining what confuses your soul, if you keep giving your energy to what does not pour life back into you, then you will delay what has already been prepared. Heaven is patient, but timing matters. There are alignments in the spirit that cannot wait forever. That is why the angels are crying, because they know the window is here. They know your yes will unlock what has been sealed. They know your no to the wrong things will make space for the right things. Do not brush this off. Do not tell yourself you will think about it later. Heaven is speaking now because now is the moment. The courier is already on the way. The blessing is already in motion. The answer you prayed for in secret is already moving toward your life. You do not need to chase it, you only need to make space for it. Release what is draining you. Let go of what is pulling you down. Close the doors you know should have been closed long ago. Every time you say no to what is not meant for you, you pull your miracle closer. Every time you say yes to what drains you, you push it back. Child, your life has always been sacred. You have survived storms that were designed to end you. You have walked through fire and still carry light in your eyes. You have loved when it hurt to love, forgiven when it felt impossible, given when you had little left. Do you not see? That is proof of your calling. That is why heaven fights for you so fiercely. That is why angels weep with urgency. You are closer than you realize, and what is coming will make sense of everything you have lost. The betrayal, the silence, the delay, it will all reveal itself as preparation. What is waiting for you will not demand that you shrink. It will not confuse you. It will not come with hidden knives. It will come with clarity, with peace, with gentleness so powerful it will bring tears to your eyes, not from pain but from recognition. Your spirit will whisper, "This is it. This is what I have been waiting for." And when it arrives, you will see why heaven fought so hard to keep you standing until this moment. But heaven is watching your response. This message is not for later, it is for now. Do not scroll past it. Do not dismiss it as another word. This is not another word. This is prophecy, and prophecy does not return empty. Say yes with your heart. Whisper it, cry it, breathe it, God, I hear you. I receive this. And when you do, the angels will rejoice. Michael will return to the throne, his tears wiped away, his voice strong as he declares, "Father, the child has awakened. The message was received. The soul is ready. And heaven will move, swiftly, powerfully, undeniably. You are loved more than you can grasp. You are covered more than you can comprehend. You are chosen beyond anything you have imagined. And now, the time has come. Do not be afraid. Do not hesitate. The angels are waiting. The heavens are ready. And your story is about to shift forever. Child, the time for doubt has ended. The weight you've carried was never meant to bury you, it was meant to prepare you. Every tear, every night you questioned if you were forgotten, every silence that cut deep, none of it was wasted. Heaven has been weaving a design too intricate for your eyes to see until now. And now the moment has arrived. Do not think the angels fought for nothing. Do not think Michael wept in vain. They saw the beauty hidden inside you, they saw the chapters yet unwritten, they saw the light that cannot be stolen, and they refused to let you lose it. You have been carried through storms that should have destroyed you, but instead they shaped you into someone who can hold what is coming. What comes next will not break you. It will bless you. It will not demand that you shrink yourself, it will require that you rise into the full measure of who you were created to be. The blessing that has been circling your life is ready to land, but it could not come until your spirit awakened. And now it has. You are stepping into a season where closed doors will swing open, where what you lost will return in greater measure, where what was hidden will be revealed in light. The betrayal will no longer sting, because you will understand it was heaven's way of clearing your path. The delay will no longer feel cruel, because you will see it was heaven's timing. The pain will no longer define you, because you will be standing in joy so strong it silences every memory of sorrow. Child, you are not ordinary. You never were. You were chosen, set apart, marked by heaven. That is why the resistance was great, because the calling is greater. And now heaven says, the waiting is over. The angels have finished their assignment. Michael has declared your name. The seal is broken, the release has begun, and nothing can stop what is on its way. All that is left is your yes. Whisper it, let it rise from the deepest part of you, God, I receive this. I am ready. And in that moment, the heavens will move faster than you thought possible. Paths will align, burdens will fall, peace will flood your spirit, and the very thing you thought was lost forever will appear before your eyes. This is the conclusion, child, you are not forgotten, you are not behind, you are not broken. You are loved, you are guarded, you are rising. What is coming will prove that every delay, every loss, every silent night was leading here. It is done. It is sealed. It is coming. My beloved child, it is I who have been speaking to you all along. It is I who sent Michael to fight for you. It is I who held you in the nights you thought you were alone. Every whisper, every sign, every unseen rescue has been my hand reaching for you. I know the road has been long. I know the battles have been heavy. I know the tears you hid from the world. I saw them. I counted them. Not one fell without landing in my hands. I have never been far from you, even when you felt abandoned. I was silent because I was working. I was waiting because I was aligning. And now I am calling because the time has come. Do not be afraid. What is leaving your life is making room for what I have prepared. What is approaching will not harm you, it will heal you. What is arriving will not demand that you shrink, it will cause you to rise. I have marked your steps. I have gone ahead of you. I have fought for you. And I am still here. I do not condemn you. I do not shame you. I only ask for your yes. Not your perfection, not your performance, only your heart. Whisper it to me now, Jesus, I am ready. I receive you. And I will move. I will lift you. I will open what no one can close. I will silence what has accused you. I will bring the blessing I have kept hidden until you were ready to hold it. You are mine. You have always been mine. No darkness can snatch you from my hand. No lie can erase my promise. No delay can cancel my purpose. You are loved beyond measure. You are chosen beyond comprehension. You are covered by my blood and my word. I am with you. I go before you. I stand behind you. I surround you. And now, beloved, I say to you, it is finished. The old has passed away. The new is already rising. Walk forward. Lift your head. Do not fear. For I, Jesus, will not leave you. I will not forsake you. I will stand beside you when the door opens. And I will rejoice with you when the promise lands in your hands. It is done. It is sealed. It is coming. And I am with you always, even to the end of the age. Jesus.